Hey everyone, I'm just here doing another video, obviously, but I don't know what I'm going to title it yet, but it is a TTC update, and number one reason, there's a few things I want to talk about, but number one reason being is that I had my appointment at the fertility centre today, so it was this morning actually. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so Ava's asleep, Jean's gone out, and I just thought I would do it like to freshen my mind. So starting off, I'm on C23 today, and that was 12 days straight I had positive OPKs. Crazy. And the last 2 days I had a peak in my temperature, and during those 2 days I had a lot of, well, not a lot, but I had some fertile CM, which was good. And then before those 2 days, I had a day where my temperature was low, but the day before that it was high. So I had like a high day, low day, and then 2 high days. But I'm pretty sure that it would have been the last 2 days where I ovulated. So I would say, between CD19 and 21 that I ovulated. Sorry if you can hear that banging, that's Ava. She's meant to be asleep. She's so naughty. So yeah, and on the Sunday and Monday I had a lot of cramping, a lot of it, so that's why I definitely think it was a couple of days ago that I ovulated. And oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so that's that. 1 DPO today, and I'm meant to be having my surgery next Tuesday. It's like 6 days away, but I'm going to be like 7 DPO, and obviously way too early to test, so I'm going to cancel the surgery because, I'm probably not pregnant, but what if I am? Like, I don't want to risk having damaged the fetus in some way. So I can just book it for another 2 weeks after that. I better phone them after this actually. And yeah, and I also forgot to put in my last update as well. I've been doing acupuncture, which I completely forgot to put in that TTC update video. So I've had 2 sessions with him, and he's amazing, I swear. Like, I have had acupuncture before, and that was like over 3 years ago, and I've just been so stressed. Like, I'm such a person to hold stress, especially with building a house, looking after a toddler and trying for a baby, and it's all pretty stressful. So I mainly wanted to go there to relieve stress, to obviously help me fall pregnant and be relaxed and everything. And then while I was there, I told him that I was trying for a baby, so he gave me a couple of things to take, and he also, instead of just working on my back, he worked on my front as well, so that's really cool. I can't remember which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's this one, the motherhood. Sorry, I'm not used to the reverse thing. And it actually helps release your egg, release your egg, which is cool. And this one here, I think it's like magnesium. Anyway, you get it. So I haven't started taking them. I'm going to start taking them next cycle. So like on a fresh new cycle. So yes, and this morning my appointment. So my appointment was at 9 o'clock, and both Jane and I went up there. And I'll start off. I'm not doing an IUI. I'm doing induced ovulation, which is like an IUI but without the insemination. So, for example, if Jean was working away still, which she isn't, but if he was, it would be an IUI because I would have to freeze his sperm and inseminate it into me. So, but we're not doing that because he's not waking away anymore. So I'm so sorry. That bloody screensaver. So yeah, we're doing induced ovulation. So I'm using injections and trigger shots, no tablets whatsoever. It's just all shots in my stomach, and looking forward to it. But the appointment went really well. Like Jane has to do, as my cat in the background, has to do another semen analysis. So as well as checking for mobility and like how many sperm he has, they're checking on like 3 other things as well, which I have a form to check, but I don't really have to. But and then I have to get some more bloods done. So they give me this little bag. I'm so not used to the reverse camera. So we have to get some bloods done. He has to get his semen analysis. So my ones are like chromosomes and the factor test, which I don't know if anyone knows, but the factor blood test is like you have heaps of different factors in your blood, and it's where your blood clots. And she said that one of them can, if you haven't got enough of it, I think you're prone to having a miscarriage. So she said if it comes up that something's wrong with that factor, then we would obviously give you something to help fix it. So I thought that was really cool. And I have to get another pap smear because I haven't had one done since 2010, which is pretty bad of me because I usually do it yearly. But once you have a kid, you sort of just lose control. So I have got I think it's 3 different injections to take. Sorry, I should have pulled all this out before. So a lot of stuff I need to sign and send back. Yeah, so we're doing a induced ovulation. So cycle day 1, I will phone them up and let them know that I've started my period, and then cycle day 2, I'll get a blood test. Then cycle day 3 is when I start my injections, and it is these ones here. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to hide my details. It's called Glonal. I won't show it, but it's called Glonal F-Pen, and it is like pre-filled with medicine in there, and you just dial it to how many units you have, and you just inject it, hold it in for 10 seconds, and then the dial should go back to 0. And I'm not sure. Yep. So I keep taking that until cycle day 9, and I'll do another blood test. But in saying that, she said that they will phone me a lot and tell me what I need to be doing and to remind me, which I thought was really good. And then I'll get an ultrasound anywhere from, cycle day 10 to 14. I might even have to have 2. So I'll get another blood test done cycle day 12. And definitely an ultrasound cycle day 12 as well. And then cycle day 14, I'll get another blood test. And then I will start, cycle day 20, I'll get another blood test, and then I will start the, the trigger shots, I think these ones. The pregnal injection or something. So, and these ones here, she's got me 2 prescriptions. Okay, so the pregnal injection I think is the trigger shot, and then I've got pregnal injection set, and that is where it comes in a box of 3, but I need 4, so I'm going to have to get probably 2 boxes. But you get like 2 vials. Obviously I'll show you anyway when I start it. I'll probably do videos on it, but you get 2 vials. One's like with powder and one's with medicine. And you zip the water up with, like, you have 2 needles, like a big one and then a little one. And then the big one, you suck up the water out of one jar and then you squirt it in the other one with the powder, and then the powder instantly like dissolves. And then you swap the needle to the little one because sticking the big one in would hurt. Obviously it's like huge. And then you use the little one and inject it into you. So yeah, and then I'll get another blood test cycle day 27. So I hope I explained that well. I am still very blasé about it. Obviously it was a lot to take in. It was so overwhelming. I wasn't really upset. It was just overwhelming, and yeah, it was emotional and overwhelming and whatnot. So but that's what we're doing, and we've decided that next month we won't be doing it, probably the month after, like the cycle after. So just the reason being that we are moving house, and before we move, we're doing painting, the lines, skirting, and there was 4 things. Oh, and lights. We're doing lights. So we're going to have a lot on our plate, plus looking after a 2-year-old, plus Jean go to work, and it's going to be pretty hectic. So she did say to me that it will be stressful, emotional, and tiring. She said I might get it like a sore stomach. She said, but it won't be swollen or anything because it is only 25 units. She said IVF patients do like 200 to 300 units, I think she said, which obviously like can swell your ovaries. So she said I won't have any of that. It's just mainly like tiring, and it is stressful just doing it on our own. So she suggested anyway to do it next cycle, which is what we were going to do anyway. So plus I'm doing this acupuncture, and I'll start that medicine, and we used pre-seed this cycle as well, so I'll probably use it again. And I just want it to happen. It would be really nice to just try one more cycle naturally and see what happens. So it was pretty scary, like looking at the needles, and I was like, it's all in your head, and everything, but I'm sure I'll be fine. So but yeah, that's about it really. That's all I can think of at the moment to talk about. I suppose I could talk about the costing. She did say that there's a 40% chance success rate doing induced ovulation, which she said is high. So I was like, that's really good. And she said after 3 cycles, if it hasn't worked, then you'll go back and see your doctor and discuss what to do next. And she said that usually it's IVF. So but yeah, it's pretty cool how we don't have to do the IUI. I mean, it still sucks that I have to have all the medicine and stuff, but because Jean's working locally now, and she said, once we see that egg, obviously you have sex, and that's how it works. So yeah, I mean, ovulation induction costs $520 through this clinic, and that's no Medicare rebate, which is what we have here in Australia. And oh, Gracie, my cat. And then a stimulated IUI is $1,356, and then you get about $600 to $900 back. So that's pretty good. So yeah, she gave me the costing anyway for a lot of things and whatnot, and I'm pretty sure that was it really that we talked about. So I'm pretty excited, and I'm still pretty hopeful. Like, I just phoned up my doctor's office, not the fertility clinic, but because the same doctor I have, the one that's prescribed clonidine and everything, he actually works at this clinic. It's actually in a private hospital, the clinic. But I didn't need to see him. I just needed to see the nurses. So that was good. It's quite a far away as well, which is a pain, and the traffic is terrible. But it's good because I can get ultrasounds and blood tests around here, which is good. She gave me all the forms to do that, so that's good. But yeah, so I mean, I'm pretty nervous about having to take them, but hopefully I don't have to. They're all the syringes. She gave me some more. So, and some of the needles as well. So there's a needle, if you can see. Little tip on the end. And so they're the little ones that I inject myself with. And then these big buggers here are the ones that I mix it with. Can you see that? They're big, hey. Oh, jeez. So, yeah, she was really nice. They all seem really, really nice there, and so that's good. I'm so sorry about my screensaver. So that's really good. And she also said, like, some people don't realise, or some people think, you know, once you have a baby, that, like, that's it. She said, but it's really not the case. It's really a myth, really. Some people are lucky, some people aren't, she said, but, I mean, she probably shouldn't have said this, but she said they were like clients waiting, like we've seen them in the waiting room, and she said that I've got clients in the waiting room to see me, and they have a 3-year-old son, and they can't conceive because his sperm is full of antibodies, so it can just change. And I was like, far out, like it can, you know, so many things can change. Just because you've had a baby doesn't make it easy for you to have another one. In some cases, some people are lucky, some people aren't, so fingers crossed that it works for us anyway. And she also said, because I said about my ovulation test, and she also said that I shouldn't really worry about doing them. She said because, Gracie, for me, sorry, but what was I saying about, I completely forgot what I was saying. See, I shouldn't take messages on my phone. I completely forgot what I was saying. But anyway, I am such a juicy baby brain. It doesn't leave you at all. But what was I talking about? The man and woman not having antibodies. But anyway, some people are lucky, some people aren't. I was talking about the ovulation test. Oh, I'm such a douche. Anyway, she said that I've obviously got a really early LH surge. She said all the tests are going to pick up is an LH surge. She said that is it. She said I would just not waste your money doing them. She said I would, you know, just do your temperature every day, and then say when it gets close to your ovulation, around about, you know, if you ovulate between 5 different days each cycle, once you're coming up to there, start doing the test, and she said just go by your CM and your temperature, really. So, but yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you liked my update. I'm so sorry it's so long. How terrible was that? But it was quite a lot to put in there, so hope you all enjoyed it. And please, 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 if you have any questions, don't forget to comment below. I'll try my best to answer. And also, if you've done this or you know someone who's done it, like, feel free to comment below and or private message me and give me some advice, because I'm going to need it. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing it next cycle, so I've got a bit of time to prepare. But yeah. Oh, and I also forgot to add, I don't know if I already said this, but I phoned up the doctor's office about my blood test for my cycle day 21 hormone test, and she said it was all fine, so that's good news anyway. Good news for this month. So I'm so not used to this reverse camera. But anyway, I gotta go because this is dragging, but hope you all enjoyed it, and I will update soon. Maybe this month I will do a live pregnancy test. Like I said, I will just wait until I'm at least 10 DPO and maybe I have some symptoms and my cat wants to say hello, or like AF hasn't come. So can you say hi, Gracie? Say bye. Look at her beautiful green eyes. They're so cute. So cute and cuddly. Okay. Sorry guys. I'll speak to you all soon. I hope you all had a good weekend.